Hello, welcome to step 13. Wanted to let you know, messing around with it a little bit more, another thing that I guess goes in the way of these wheels not really meaning to be moved the way that they might be. The whole wheel sets is you end up putting these braces in step 13, and by gluing them on the front here, so this will be like this, they glue in here and then they glue over to the bracing on the side. Where's the bracing on the side? Oh yeah, right there. And then to the bottom of these. Sorry, what you end up with is not really mobile pieces, and with that lack of mobility, you're not really going to be able to turn anything anyway. So having these pivot might help a little bit with aligning that, but if you glue these down and then put these braces on pretty much right after that, you're going to be fine as far as setting this all up. So I don't feel like I've made a huge mistake as I thought. The next part of the next step is just gluing the front portion of the trailer on. I've been looking forward to this. Now all you've got for holding it is this plug right here in the top. The bottom part will be free moving until it's fully glued. And you got to be careful not to damage anything on the sides, but what I'm doing is putting that in just a little bit, like so, like fully, or putting it fully in, and I'm going to back it off just a little bit. I'm going to get my glue down this seam. I'm being somewhat liberal with the glue. Turn this over carefully. I do have a little bit of a seam there, which is what I want, not too much. I already did the bottom, and then across the top, just to make sure that everything's going to have some glue on it, and I press that together, both sides, nice and tight. Now what I'm seeing is that there is it's just not quite setting. There's a weld line right up against that that's molded in. So to keep the bottom on where I want it, I'm gonna grab a piece of Tamiya tape and put that on, so that'll keep that together. Hold that like that, like so. I wish I had an easier separate piece of tape to grab. What I want to do is take another piece of tape here and just get it so that it'll stay. Now, I'm not worried as much because it's sitting flat on the instructions here, so this should dry nicely just like that, but that's all there is to it. You may want to come back after half an hour or so just to check and make sure that everything is as lined up as it should be. But yeah, right now it's lined up well. And as that glue softens the plastic a little bit, it's going to fill that area in, it looks like. But we'll double check it after a little while to see how it does. See you then.